everyone, welcome back to the IEM Chicago 2018 qualifiers. Bit of an extended break, but we had to wait for all those matches to finish off and then get themselves into their new servers and everything. And now we're finally ready for our next game of today. Going to be a good one here. We've got FlashGaming going on further. We did expect that to be the case up against 5Power. They're going to be going up against MiTH, who did get that forfeit win over Tyloo.
Yeah.
Would have expected to see Tyloo up against FlashGaming in this one, and that really would have been quite a cool game. But I mean, unfortunately, obviously for Tyloo, they're not going to be progressing on through as they've forfeited out, which also does give 5Power the auto berth through that lower bracket match as well.
You've got to be happy about that.
You definitely do.
And it's not your usual made in Thailand roster as well. I mean, they've made a few changes.
Definitely.
Surprisingly, with PTC,
yep,
as you were saying, and obviously they've still got Vinny in the lineup, so she's obviously Ginny. That's twice.
That's
now.
second time, yeah.
But yeah, she's obviously proved her worth.
You remember Vinny from Crossfire? He was in Crossfire.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Anyway, totally unrelated. But made in Thailand, not only PTC coming into that roster, but also Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
If you remember from Signature Gaming, which was a team that was always sort of
and
pushing.
He was one of their best players.
I thought so, yeah. Well,
yeah, and PTC was also a really good AWPer for 5Power.
Yeah, so. I was quite surprised to see PTC not on 5Power anymore. Like I said, we haven't cast a lot of Asian CS recently, so it might not be necessarily
a lot has changed.
As up to date as
a lot
these
has changed
teams.
in like the last 2 months.
But yeah, absolutely, everything's just gone absolutely nuts. You look at these rosters, you just expect to see certain things, and it's not the case. So yeah, those changes have occurred, and I think that's interesting for MiTH. It probably gives me a little bit more hope for them. With these couple of players on the roster.
I think so. I mean, I would have definitely underestimated their previous roster. I would have said not a chance. Probably one of the developing regions. Really, still Thailand hasn't really shown us a lot since even through like the Rock Masters days.
I thought Signature was kind of starting to push the boundaries, and they were like looking like the best Thai team in the world, I suppose, at the time. But
the best Thai team. Yeah,
but unfortunately, I guess things have gone wrong there. They're not in this competition for whatever reason, and they've also lost Cigarettes, so I'm not sure what's going on with them.
And
but
we'll
see.
They were having really good results. You know, I'm pretty sure they even came close to Aussies a couple of times.
They ended up coming over for Pro League qualifiers as well, I think, at one point. But anyway, doesn't matter. They're not here, so whatever. Let's talk about MiTH. Let's talk about Flash, and let's talk about the maps here. Are we going to get to see another Asia special? You know, the Mirage, Inferno, Cache. Let's bring them up and have a look and see what the maps actually are going to be. Overpass, Cache, Inferno. Well, we've got 2 out of 3, so look, that ain't bad.
Overpass, that's a big one. Flash's pick Overpass every single time. So that's a good map for them. A bit of a worry for, I guess, MiTH, I suppose. But Cache, I mean, I can't think of much worse than Attacker. You know, just smashing straight up the middle on Cache. So that's a worry for me. His aggressive playstyle really transfers well to that one. That's why, like, I think Overpass is a good map for them as well, with like their contact plays or whatnot. So yeah, look, this is your standard Asian meta, I guess you could say. Again, another team that doesn't play Dust 2.
Yeah, well, no one seems to be wanting to play Dust 2. And that's surprising because when Dust 2 was in the map pool initially,
you would think it would be like the Asian team bread and butter.
Everyone was playing it. It was everybody's map. It was like the Mirage is what Mirage is now, where everyone can kind of play Mirage. Everyone could kind of play Dust 2, but it was even to more of an extent. Like, everybody played Dust 2.
Yeah, look, I think maybe it just needs more time. I think people just need more time with Dust 2. But yeah, Newt getting banned out by MiTH, I think that's a good idea. So all in all, I can agree. This is a good veto for both teams. If you were to put me on the spot, 2-0 to Flash.
I would have to agree. They played up against 5Power earlier. They got the 2-0 there. Now, that was fairly close. I think it's 16-13 on the second map. But look, this Flash roster, we haven't actually seen them yet.
They're meant to be a super team.
They're supposed to be, but they're not really. Like, it's not worked in that sense, has it?
Well, give it time, I suppose.
Yeah, well.
I mean, there's always, like, you know how I love to talk about the honeymoon period, but then you've also got to talk about, you know, just getting things down, and it takes time. So we'll see. We'll see. I've got a bit of faith. I mean, obviously, I feel like they're going to win this.
Well, they've had 6 months, haven't they, at least, since they were doing that VG Flash experiment, and they've just ended that, but it's still the same roster as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, look, to be honest, you can't go past any of the guys in this team. Zoking, Freeman, Attacker. So it's just literally the best of both worlds. Obviously, some Chinese players, Freeman from Hong Kong. But, you know, made in Thailand, this is a new squad as well. Like, this is a new squad coming in, you know, for them with PTC and Cigarettes.
Definitely.
I want to see it. I want to see it, man. I want to see it, and I want to see it work because these guys were really good in their previous respective teams.
Yep.
They've come across to Made in Thailand, which really hasn't done anything in any regard.
No.
And, you know, if they're going to start beating Signature out of events, then...
Well, that's impressive in and of itself, but the thing is that Signature didn't necessarily get to too many events. So, sure, it's good to be the best in Thailand, but what does that leave you as far as the global stage is concerned?
Look, it's going to get you to qualifiers. It's going to get you to things like ROG Masters, you know, so who knows?
Yeah. But then for things like, for example, IEM Chicago, you're not going to have an easy time getting to the IEMs and those big tournaments.
Well, you just got to work with what you've got, right? At least with Made in Thailand, it's like, it's Thailand. You know what I mean? It's their own thing.
Yep.
It's not like they have people coming in from other countries and
a couple of Indonesians, a few Chinese players.
Taking all the credit, right? So it's not like they have an Aussie team with, you know, an American or like a Norwegian. So it's actually Thailand's baby. And so as long as it continues to grow, I'm sure they'll all be very happy.
You mean like that Made in Brazil team?
Yeah, I know. That's another meme now, isn't it, really? I mean, I can't believe you moved to an org with so much like history about being Brazilian.
And then you pick up a
couple of Americans. I mean, look, it's all in the same region, I suppose. But yeah, bit of a meme.
Bit interesting. But anyway, yeah, look, I don't think they've got much of a chance here against Flash, but I could be very wrong. I mean, Flash has obviously shown a little, they got a little bit pushed, I suppose, by 5-Power in that first match. So
yeah, which is scary.
They're not unbeatable.
But 5-Power is a good team on its day, right?
Yeah.
So
Flash is a bit of an enigma for me because you look at this roster, you're like, they should probably be the best team in the Asian region.
Yeah.
But then they're not.
They just can't beat Tai Lu.
They haven't been for, well, basically ever. I don't think Flash has ever held first place, in my mind, in the Asian region over Tai Lu or MVP. There is times where they probably should be
Look, to be honest, I could say a couple of names on Flash that I think could be replaced with other Chinese players, but it wouldn't be fair to them. So I just think FlashGaming's roster, on paper, there's 3 guys in there that I think are part of what could be the best full Chinese team. But obviously the rest would be on Tai Lu, and that would be really good to see a merge of that team. But right now, Tai Lu's just having a great time, and FlashGaming are just, I guess, got to deal with the scraps or make do with what they've got. Anyway, game is underway after that bit of a break. But
nice to get a bit. Let's restart that. Nice to get a bit of context. As to how things are in the Asian region, especially for people that don't really watch too much Asian CS. As I know there are lots that are interested but don't tend to get the time, or it's on a weird time zone. So
yeah, always blame the time zone. But anyway, Summer, one of those original stars from the Chinese region, will come in here and get the A bomb site single-handedly without even getting a kill, just forcing everyone back. While the bomb site B has been taken by FlashGaming and the bomb's been planted there. So bit of a crazy round coming out.
Mate.
Yeah, definitely drop bear.
Summer, pretty happy with how that's turned out. FlashGaming certainly will be as well. Not a whole lot.
That's a good way to start. I mean,
put on the board by MiTH.
T-side, pistol, kind of expect to win. I would say the pistol round's definitely T-sided in my opinion, but when the rest of the rounds come and the CTs get their money up, then I think that's when it's going to get a little bit tougher for FlashGaming, and MiTH might be just given a bit of a grace period there to adjust. So again, cigarettes, PTC, straight across from previous teams with Ginny, Congarad. How are we going to say this one, Jordan? Congared, like Sean Gares, but with a typo.
Yeah.
And Viper Demon, well, that one's a bit self-explanatory.
I was just going to say Viper.
VD.
Yeah, the big VD.
Nothing better, really.
No, definitely not. You'd lovey that.
Oh, you'd lovey the VD. Oh, well, so you've got to be absolutely zoking at this point.
Let's stop.
Yeah, I'm out. So, what have we got, really? A full force buy from MiTH. PTC on just a 2 HP. Going to see what he can get done. Attacker crawling up with the Mac 10. Gets spotted out early. And the flash counter-attack comes out, but not really putting up much of a fight, considering they bought up. Oh, Patricius. That's right. Good old PTC's full name.
Yep.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's been a while since we've casted these guys. I mean...
Yeah, like... probably last time was ESL Pro League Season 7 quals.
There's got to have been some Asian gigs in there in between. I don't know what happened.
Huh. Well, FlashGaming have started off okay. Going to be another pause. So,
Yeah.
had a technical pause before the game started. This is well, this is a bit risky, a bit scary, Ian.
Is this how it's going to be, is it?
I think it is. Yep, I think so.
What does that say? Demos? Demos? ABC? We know that. What do you think about Overpass? I asked you Inferno, what do you want to change? You were pretty useless. But if Overpass, if you could change something, what would you do? You don't really play much CS, so...
No.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I wonder what it would be like if
MC. Sad reacts only.
if there was like, okay, this is a really wild idea, but what if there was a door between like Dirty Water and the B site? So you know how connector goes out into Dirty Water?
Yeah.
If that just continued along and then there was another door.
Like another door at ABC.
Yeah.
That would be impossible to defend against.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a third choke point, and not many bomb sites have that without being impossible to defend. But for me, I would get rid of long. Not all of long, or I don't know what people call it. Do they call it long or banana? Anyway.
Yeah, I call it long.
So long, the whole part where there's the rock in the tree, like get rid of that and force the T's to go through the toilets to get to long.
Okay, so make there only one entrance to long.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because we don't really need another avenue for AWPers to hold somewhere. And that whole long area is just like pretty ridiculous. It's pretty obnoxious, actually. It's just a whole heap of map of no brain.
Well, it doesn't feel as though it serves a lot of purpose.
Yeah, it's just no brain area, right?
You kind of, as the T, you just walk up.
It's just more crap that the T has to worry about, and it's more utility that the T has to use to clear out. And you remember the age-old battles between Na'Vi and SK back in their heyday? It was like Overpass was everything that mattered.
The good times.
And people would be, yeah, it was really awesome to watch. Two totally methodical teams going at it. But Long was just in the way every time. Guardian, Fallen, like, I say get rid of it. Make them go through playground to toilets to Long. That way, CTs actually have another spot they can hold, another choke point. But yeah, anyway, speak of the devil. Speak of the no-brain area. The flash peek comes out from the CTs on their eco.
There's Lovey. You can hit him up on his TV stream. Don't know where that is, but probably some Chinese streaming platform.
With millions of viewers.
Yeah, probably like genuinely probably does have 1 million viewers.
Yeah.
We met a lot of lovely people in China that have a lot of followers.
Yeah, I mean, I would say ladies, but there were men with their little post-its with their photos and
pre-signed cards.
Pre-signed photos laminated.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zoking also has the I think he has the M4 HAL with the iBuy power stickers on it. I think that's him.
There you go.
But anyway, we'll see.
First gun round.
Yep. Guess that's important.
Yeah, probably.
What have we got? 3 players towards B. Fairly standard, fairly generic there. Very quickly taking control of this playground area is FlashGaming. PTC on that beloved big green.
Good to see.
Excellent to see. That's what we want. We want the best PTC, the best Patricius we can ask for.
He's always been fairly solid with the AWP. So
absolutely.
I think it's good to just get it in his hands early here and see if he can cause some havoc against FlashGaming.
And he
There it
does.
is.
He starts off well, opens the account onto Zoking. So 4v5 for FlashGaming now. Bomb still down at the fountain. The rest of the T's are in good spot. Attacker's now trying to clear out Dirty Water by himself. Gonna have a bit of a fancy spam. Not much happening really, but a lot of territory being taken by, I believe that's Lovey towards Long. He's gonna catch Cigarettes off guard, but Cigarettes with a nice instant headshot. They're always the hardest kills to get actually. The people that are side on.
Yeah.
Because when they come to turn to look at you, their head actually doesn't swivel on the spot. It actually rotates, right? So it moves out of your crosshair. So very difficult to get. Here comes a very weak B execute with just 3 players. 5 on 3. Viper Demon sorts them out.
Well, this has looked far too easy.
Well, it's the first gun round. And I think FlashGaming sort of tried to pug it a little bit. 15 seconds left. And Attacker, well, he often finds himself last alive, which is crazy because he's a seriously good entry player. But we'll see if that develops into a storyline of its own throughout the game. And MiTH win the first round.
4th round.
Yeah, their first round.
Their first, yep.
Ginny's not had to do a whole lot yet. She's been a bit quiet.
Yeah, well, fair enough. CT side.
Yeah, give her a chance.
Sometimes they just don't come to you.
Yeah, I've been there, mate. Been there. You ever held B on Mirage?
Heard this story before.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, so Sean Gare's little brother.
Congared.
Who Congared wins.
That doesn't work.
No, it was a stretch. Anyway.
Some control into Dirty Water.
It's going to be a full B execute.
Yeah, a little bit more serious this time from FlashGaming. Viper Demon has to throw down the smoke, but it's going to be straight out through the monster tunnel once again. Attacker is going to go down. Trades are good, however, from FlashGaming, but this is going to be Ginny's first entry. She will find herself a frag. FlashGaming now playing at deficit.
It's good.
It's definitely working.
Teammates are coming in now as well for the backup. The cavalry arrives. Ginny falls back onto the bridge. Got a good crossfire happening now with, I believe, PTC. No, it's Cigarettes who's gone to Toxic.
Lovey does still have a Molotov here, so Cigarettes could find himself in a bit of a sticky situation quite shortly. And will be, but the smoke does come down. That's going to give the opening, however, to Summer. Find Ginny. Now it brings it back to a 2 versus 2. Slowly and steadily, FlashGaming are making sure that they check all of these angles and positions on the bomb site. However, Cigarettes is going to get the better of both of them. And this is who we were talking about, coming from Signature.
Very nicely
Very strong
done.
player there.
Yeah, very nicely done. The whole team pitched in there, and MiTH are going to get their second round on the board. That's going to push FlashGaming's money right to the edge. I'll be interested to see if they all buy AKs here and maybe forgo some armor or get some SMGs, but instead, we've got 2 AKs and a couple of pistols. That's the full China buy is what we would call that. All they need now is a couple of Galils. Summer misses a bit of a gimme there. Onto Ginny. Let's see what they're going for. It's just like a full, it's a nice line across the map as they take control of this short A area. Cigarettes is obviously just feeling on right now. And look, who can blame him? If you're ever feeling hot, go get 2 kills and you've done your team a great service. Summer, he's got a lot of territory here. MiTH are going to get punished later on in the half, I believe, if they do not start controlling that dirty water, taking it away from FlashGaming. Summer just can't be allowed to come down and open that squeaky door whenever he feels like.
Yeah, but for now, MiTH is definitely progressing along quite nicely. So,
yep.
FlashGaming are the ones that have really got the pressure on them. They need to figure things out. Little pop flash into long does allow PTC to spot and doesn't spot anything else, but there is still danger lurking there. FlashGaming again will be making their way toward the A bomb site. PTC to spot the line into bathrooms. Sees the utility coming across, missing the first shot as well. Gives an opening over to FlashGaming here, but the second shot will not go awry. Nor will the third. Ginny chiming in for a frag there as well. 3 kills.
Well, 2 versus
rounds.
3 really on the A site, and they defend it easily. FlashGaming looking a little bit sloppy at the start here, and they're going to buy up again. This time, 3 AKs, 2 pistols, so we've got an extra AK. Not much respect being shown here toward MiTH from FlashGaming.
No, maybe they haven't, haven't got too worried just yet. Like Flash is 3-3.
Yeah.
They would go into this match knowing that they're the better team. So they're trying to use that bully potential against MiTH, but it's not paying off just yet. So,
yeah, so far it hasn't paid off at all. So
MiTH is starting to earn respect.
Well, exactly, and that's the first step to winning the game as an underdog, I guess you could say. Viper Demon holding up at the toxic barrels here. He'll see this Molotov come in from Freeman, or in this case, no Molotov. It'll just maybe be the smoke onto the position to keep him out of it. Pop flash through the monster smoke. Well, this is what happens if you don't have a molly.
Yeah, Viper Demon just being able to bounce backwards and forwards around these toxic barrels eventually does get traded out by Summer with the MAC-10, who will also get quite a significant amount of damage over onto Cigarettes, but also does go down. Molotov is there, won't deny the bomb plant, but it does push Freeman back out of the bomb site. Right now, Lovey is on his own and burning alive so quickly. In that Molotov, he went down, And it's a 1 versus 3 for Freeman now to try and clutch it out. The bomb is planted favorably for him, and the CTs don't know where he is. They still think he's on short, but they're going to both pick at the same time. And easily the round will go the way of MiTH.
That could have been bad. In my opinion, Cigarettes, you're on 6 HP. I feel like you're kind of the token free kill. Just go get some information, go scout. But in this case, they weathered the storm of FlashGaming's pretty much, I don't know, lackluster buy, attack onto the B site. Again, exact same sort of execute as before that didn't work with full weapons. So now FlashGaming, they've got the full loser bonus. Well, not really, but they've got a pretty good loser bonus, but they keep spending.
They don't have enough to get utility.
Well, Lovey has everything you really need to get onto that B site. So I feel like that's definitely where they're going to go back to later on in the round. That's literally their only chance. They're looking for a pick anywhere they can get it. Zoking's already up at Sandbag. They've got the AWP of Summer wandering around in the sewers now. Trying to get that jump up kill. Oh.
Well,
Cigarettes is feeling it, man.
I don't know how you hit the shot like that.
Well, you just do. And I'm not going to condone Cigarettes. But he's doing really well at the moment. So, good on him. And that's what MiTH need. They need to be hitting their shots. Viper Demon gives his life away. Just a little bit, and that's not good enough.
A lot of damage over to Congat as well from Joking.
Yeah. Joking. Ginny and Conga, they're going to be working together on the B site. Very close proximity. They're trying not to get mollied out of that toxic barrel position because they don't have any smokes left to put it out. Don't want to get trapped there. But they do have a lot of utility. Molly should start coming out now. 36 seconds left. Try and keep them at bay just a little bit longer. Nicely done there by Ginny.
He's done well. 2 kills for her, but trades are still good enough for FlashGaming, and it's 2 versus 2. Or 4v4.
Yep. Straight
into the B-bomb site, though, goes Cigarettes. He has absolutely no fear right now. PTC gets dropped low, and Lovey does get Cigarettes. Now it's on to PTC. The AWP in his hands. A tough retake ahead of him.
Yep.
He's going to be able to get some positioning based on that smoke. A great shot hit onto Lovey and almost gets the shot onto Attacker. But in the end, the round is going to go the way of Flash. That was, however, very close.
Honestly, Cigarettes going down there was all that turned the tide. I mean, I was worried. Cigarettes could take down Attacker easily, 18 HP, but that shot through the box or through the fence by Lovey was just on point. Oh, sorry, Summer. On point. Gets the job done. Now, a reset instantly here. MiTH are on the eco. So, unfortunately, while every round was pretty close, FlashGaming are able to bounce straight back. They don't over-invest into this round. They do have the Galil and the UMP and the MAC-10. Don't have a whole lot to work with themselves. Again, waiting for more aggression. MiTH very far back. I mean, understandable. They've got CZs and whatnot, but super, super far back. Super passive. Really allowing FlashGaming to dictate the pace completely right now.
Yeah, well, PTC's never really been a super aggressive AWPer either, so not hugely surprised to see him just sitting to a line.
Yep, no, that's true. I mean, that was one of the things with 5-power, having maybe 2 AWPers at some point. You would say one would be aggressive, and then PTC would just be the one that sits on the
turret.
The turret, yeah, more of the turret passive angles. Good to have that sort of diversity in your team as well.
What's going on the upper side of the map right now for FlashGaming? Ginny almost gets Attacker.
Got to hit those.
That's just sometimes the CZ gives a bit of right.
Oh, absolutely. But it really caught Attacker by surprise.
AK gets thrown over straight away. Attacker now with the UMP. But A-bomb site is going to be the option of choice for FlashGaming.
Yep.
So they'll make their way. Split between Long and Main. A 2-2 split with Attacker just watching the rotation. Bomb gets dropped by Joking as Freeman tries to go in and tries to get the bomb down. PTC up on top. Doesn't quite manage to get the collateral. So very close to potentially turning this round away in the favor of MiTH. But in the end, FlashGaming come away with 4 guns alive.
And, well, I mean, that was, look, I wouldn't say a textbook execute onto the A side against some CZs, but everything just went their way. Even getting PTC there, PTC could have caused so much trouble with that AWP, but again, they're too close for comfort with the AWP. You can't run around trying to shotgun everybody. that late in the round because you will get traded instantly. And I feel like no one really made enough room for PTC to get anything done with that AWP. Now they're on another eco. Again, FlashGaming getting all the map control for free. Although I've noticed MiTH are starting to take dirty water just a little bit. So we'll see if that transfers into a gun round. Attacker's ready for it this time, and they're going to go for the boost again, but this time Ginny's been demoted. Oh, she's back on top.
Did pretty well last time, but
yep.
I think FlashGaming aren't going to fall for the same mistake twice. Freeman,
wow,
just like Superman, needs to change his name. Comes flying into the bathrooms. They're starting to try and get some control in the connector, but they've already lost so much that this round really unlikely to go their way.
I feel like if you could fly, you would be a free man. You'd be truly free at that point. If you could fly. You would be. Surely, don't you think?
But where would you fly to?
I wouldn't fly far because I'm actually inherently lazy.
What if flying was so easy?
If flying was simple, everyone would be doing it.
The damage done there by Congead.
I don't know. I mean, I could just ride the thermals, to be honest. That's efficient laziness. Yeah, I don't know. Probably fly to Perth.
Yeah.
Then maybe to Singapore.
Singapore?
Yeah.
What for?
Touristy stuff.
Never did that when you lived in Malaysia?
No, not in Singapore.
No day trips?
No.
Well, it's only an hour away.
Yeah, too busy working. It was a 7-day job.
Right.
No holidays. Call center never sleeps.
Fair enough. Except when Elfish Guy calls.
That's not my call center, bruh. Anyway, gun round. We back. So you can see why FlashGaming was force buying so often. It just took that one straw to break the camel's back. They've got a lead again. MiTH with 4 rounds. Another B execute coming in here. Viper Demon's going to get caught holding a smoke. The molly didn't even work with it. He actually got shot.
Quite a bit of momentum in favour of FlashGaming now. I wonder if that's going to make life difficult for MiTH. It certainly seems like it is. As how much easier this B entry has been for FlashGaming in this particular gun round than it has been in previous.
Yep. And it all comes down to just that lack of Ginny being on the site as well. They have had 3 on the site previously, but this time only the 2. And, you know, PTC backed up very early on in the piece with the AWP previously. But this time they had nobody flashing, no one counter flashing from behind the site. Viper Demon didn't get a single kill, got caught holding the smoke grenade, even though despite the Molotov missing from Freeman. So everything that could have gone wrong that round literally did for MiTH. So
yeah. And all of a sudden now we're at 7-4 for FlashGaming. Like, it felt like the game was 50-50, but now it just doesn't really give me that same vibe.
No, it definitely doesn't. But the thing is, the money is one of the most important parts of the CT overpass. And at this point, well, their money is in all sorts of disarray. There was one player who had a lot of money. I think it was Congears. I think he spent the money to buy everyone some pistols. They've all invested in some armor. Now let's see what they can do here. Back on the aggressive on an eco.
Well,
yeah.
Blink and you miss it.
Yeah, it didn't turn out too good. Probably a waste of money, but you know, if you don't try, you don't know what's possible. But that's exactly what FlashGaming was preparing for every single round. And well, you know what they say about proper preparation. Now, 8 rounds for FlashGaming on the board, looking very likely. MiTH need to do something about this B defense, but at the same time, you think, okay, B is weak. We'll put 3 players there. Next thing you know, FlashGaming are walking towards an A execute. Because MiTH have no information. Usually in 5 power, you'd see PTC halfway up at the playground, taking as many fights as he could. I like the idea of PTC and Cigarettes playing together on the A side. That's pretty overpowered, right? But B is obviously weak. That is where FlashGaming have been targeting.
Yeah, they have barely gone to A. I think they've been there once or twice, maybe.
Yep.
One of them might have even been on the anti-eco.
Well,
yeah, it was. It was against the AWP CZ buy.
Well, the other thing I want to see is Cigarettes take the aim duel against Attacker in the sewers. or in here, whatever you want to call it, connector. But it's a tough ask. There's no trade potential for either party. I remember watching the Na'Vi days. Zeus would just sit in here forever and not take any fights. And if you were foolish enough to wait for Zeus to do something, well, you wouldn't be in the bomb site when the execute hit.
Another opening kill for FlashGaming, this time from the AWP of Summer. PTC trying to have a look back, but the smoke's down. You just, like, what are you doing as PTC right now? You can't.
Well,
everywhere you look, there's a smoke.
Yep, I say fall back into the site and just leave Ginny here and try and act as a decoy for her.
PTC's got other ideas, and it seems like his ideas have worked out okay. It's a 2 for 1, make that a 3 for 1, and now numbers favour MiTH. For the first time in quite a while, Lovey going to be wrapping around through the bathrooms if he does not find the kill onto PTC. This round is over.
Well, Zoking has certainly got himself a nice position here. He's really going to make PTC's life very difficult unless he gets some help.
Well, it all relies on Lovey here. If Lovey gets across this and is able to get the bomb down, then there's a chance for FlashGaming, but hasn't checked PTC.
Yep.
Zoking is able to get the trade, but that's not good enough now. It leaves Zoking in a 2 versus 1 with only 14 seconds left on the clock. Getting a kill, let alone getting the bomb down like this, is very, very tough indeed. But he is going to get the bomb down. Not sure that's going to last too much longer. Almost gets the frag onto Konged. I think Viper Demon would have gotten the trade anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And PTC getting all that information while sitting in the toilets, not only did him and Ginny get 3 kills combined at the start of the round, he finishes it up with another one onto Zoking because Zoking had to run up short to get into the site. Allowed him to position himself in a way in which he wouldn't die from the player in the site. And it was simple as that. Individual brilliance there by PTC saving the round, but also the FlashGaming disorganization, I guess you could say, allowing PTC that freedom.
Well, PTC just going to go for a little bit of a more aggressive position this time. Hasn't been having a look at anything like this so far. Perhaps that's the reason. Great pop flash from Flash.
Little bit desperate, hey? That's just what it seems. A little bit desperate.
1 for 1. Cigarettes will go down as well. Some of that shine has disappeared from MiTH.
Yeah, starting to cool off a bit now, isn't he?
The first 5 rounds, Cigarettes was unstoppable, but now...
Mistake after mistake.
Barely see it.
This round is a complete write-off. They don't have enough money to buy next round either. I feel like Konged really needed to go back and save with Viper Demon. And, well, there you go. That's the 9th round for FlashGaming. And given the money situation for MiTH, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 10th. Yeah,
definitely shaping up to be 10-5 at the end of the half, which is very, very good. And when we were at 4 apiece, if you would have said it's going to be 10-5 at the half, I would have called you crazy.
Would you have?
No, yeah, I would have said, well, it seems a bit unlikely.
Yeah.
Maybe not crazy, but...
See. What is that, mate? That was a bit crazy.
Bit fancy.
Yeah, bit fancy. Yeah, trying to show off. Trying to flex our observer.
Shanghai, by the way.
Yes.
He's been there.
Yeah. No, really?
Yeah. Talks about it all the time.
I feel like he was the best observer there.
Yeah.
And I like to hear some stories about him sharing his expertise. You know?
Yeah, teaching the other guys how to...
The other lowly observers.
Yeah.
I don't even know their names. Who was... Well, that was... what was that?
Prius, I think.
Yeah,
Prius.
Toyota... What?
Honda Accord?
I can't remember. Civic. Prius. Civic. And I believe... What was the other one? Amethyst?
No, she didn't go.
Oh, was it... I can't remember. Sloth?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember, but it's like something to do with speed. Anyway, Tom Cruise? No. We'll get there eventually, Jordan.
Yeah,
but like I said, a bad buy coming out from MiTH. FlashGaming got everything going their way right now. PTC is going to swap out with Cigarettes. Probably learn the same fate. Ginny rotating towards the A site, just making a bit of noise for Zoking to make him think twice. Looks like a full B execute will be coming out.
Oof, a lot of grenades coming over for FlashGaming right now. No damage just yet onto the mid side, but that is going to be changing very quickly indeed, as Kongan will be the first to fall, followed by Viper Demon. PTC just comes charging up short. Almost looks for 2 there, but not quite going to get it. Joking, shutting everyone down. That's 3 kills out. And FlashGaming, 10-5 at the end of the half. Very, very good first half from FlashGaming. And MiTH, well, they started strong, but they didn't have much steam following the first few rounds.
Yeah, I mean, look, they kept Wicked. They kept FlashGaming at bay for quite a while. I feel like that was half the battle with FlashGaming's economy, and also just FlashGaming just maybe rushing the rounds just a little bit, but they knew what they were doing, and the whole purpose of what they were doing was literally to burn the economy of MiTH Gaming. They got them so close in the first couple of rounds, and as soon as they broke the economy, bang, that's when they got their big guns out, and they sort of bullied MiTH quite a bit. MiTH only were able to fight back with 1 real decent gun round after that point.
Absolutely. And now they're going to be moving over onto their own T side.
I think the favoured side as well.
You mean FlashGaming is moving.
FlashGaming moving onto the favoured side of CT with a huge advantage.
Pistol around here and it's going to be done.
Yep.
Really for Flash.
Yeah.
Gonna go have a check of the other match that's going on. Let's have a look.
Make my day, Jordan.
So another match going on in ESL_CSGO B, if anyone was interested. That's MVP versus SZ Absolute. Mirage has just started. It's 2-0 in the favor of MVP. But it looks like they might be losing the 3rd round. So
classic MVP.
Interesting stuff there.
Patricius opens up with a very nice headshot straight onto attacker. Wow, finishes it off with a body. And well, look at this. We've got a 5-on-3. MiTH have got full map control. Freeman comes in with some individual brilliance. Yep. Catches Viper Demon mucking around. And the fast execute onto A should come through, given they've gotten 2 kills there, but they've taken so long that B's rotated within 10 seconds.
Cigarettes, though, with a CZ and armor, potentially could be dangerous.
A game changer, the raid boss.
Never mind.
Yep.
Doesn't matter when you don't have head armor. PTC gets a good shot across, but immediately traded by Zoking.
Okay.
Been good from FlashGaming.
Well, it was looking really good for MiTH as well, but Ginny just a little bit, I don't know, a bit further out from the rest of the team. And now with the bomb, they've got to try and get into the site. 1 versus 2. PTC, I will always back an AWPer with USP. Like, I just feel like that will, they're just inherently good. Yeah, just inherently good USP players. But PTC just simply overwhelmed there, I think, and needed a teammate. The smoke will come out. If we can get the bomb down, I mean, that's
a win, really.
That's a win for MiTH.
Like the bomb is going to go down as well. Ginny's done well.
Do you remember Zoking? Do you remember watching him aim in person?
No.
He's the one that used to do this.
Super crazy sense.
Like super fast arm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think his sense is actually really low.
Oh, the trade is going to come out from Zoking.
His sense is really low.
I remember there was a Vici player that came to IEM Sydney 2017 that had like some sort of insane high sense.
Yeah, but then they would hardly move their arm. What I'm saying is, Zoking, when he plays, he's like doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. You think he's got a high sensitivity? No. His arm is just bionic. It's just like related to Flash Gordon. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it, but like it's quick.
There you go.
Like, that would tire me out if I had to use my arm that quick all the time.
Uh-huh.
But he gets it done.
Makes it happen. Well, for Flash, if they win this, it'll be their last game of tonight.
I also want to see if Zoking still has the health. And he doesn't. So what's going on, Zoking? Where did all your money go? Anyway, so...
Oh, wow. That's a big grenade.
Yep.
Ginny didn't like the look of it as soon as it was thrown.
Technically, it was the same size grenade as all the other grenades.
I don't care.
But it did a lot of damage. You're right. It was very powerful.
92?
Yep.
Can you believe that?
Well, that sort of grenade can often do like 102 in one.
Believe it.
Get him in the noggin, and you know all about it.
One-way smoke for Summer.
Yep.
Is Smith aware of it? I haven't seen this one before.
No?
No.
Oh, it's old as the hills. Maybe a bit of an Aussieism there, but... Oh, Summer doesn't even need to shoot. They don't check the corner. Viper Demon goes down without a fight, but...
No, he's okay. He's got the backup from the rest of his teammates.
Okay. Zoking's just mopping. Absolutely mopping right now. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets the reload in and... Oh, that was close. There you go. Fancy's going to finish that one off. Wants to be
World of
called
Fun.
Summer, doesn't he? But it's just not going to happen, mate. You've been Fancy for 10 years. You can just deal with it.
Fancy Summer.
Yep, never heard of him. Fancy, though. All over it.
It'll be gun round out for MiTH because they did get the bomb down in the first.
Yep.
Thanks to Ginny.
J-Dog.
Not a whole lot of utility though across the board.
Yeah, look,
Just
it's a bit
few
sparse, isn't it?
smokes.
Reminds me of the FlashGaming first gun round.
With Summer, has he been spotted? Doesn't seem like it.
This is mad no respect from Summer.
Absolutely. PTC's got no idea. And he also spotted Viper Demons before, so he gets a lot of damage across there before going down. Pretty good work from Summer. Look at this from Lovey.
Oh, the
no,
timing by Ginny.
What? The timing by Lovey.
Everything is just upside down right now. But you know what? This is not good for Viper Demon.
No way. Not on 2
Oh,
HP.
man. You just want to tell him.
Well, now he knows.
Yep.
A little too late. Ginny again.
Yep. Just, what do you do? She turns around at the last second, and Lovey just walks on by.
Easy as you like.
Oh, just absolute timing. Not sure about this this skin, but we'll see. Never a big fan of this one, actually, Jordan.
Really? Why not?
I think Ricky used to use it.
Of course.
I'm not a big fan of green, to be honest.
I like green.
British racing green, sure, but not just Virtus Pro green, you know.
Ah, yeah, not Virtus Pro green. That's not Virtus Pro green though.
No.
A bit darker than that.
Yeah, a bit darker. Anyway, 1 up, bless up.
13-5. Up. That's 8 up.
Well, it's looking a bit easy, isn't it, for FlashGaming right now? That was a gun round that they just really dismantled quite easily. Full no aggression bonus round. Full aggression, no respect bonus round for FlashGaming. And again, MP9 for Summer. Like, it's a really good gun.
So you say.
Well,
Especially when there's no head armor, or even armor in general.
there are two people in particular I think of as maybe the best MP9s in the world.
Yeah.
One was Elige. And who else?
Well, you say 2, then you don't know 2.
Yeah, I had it in my head, but now it's gone. I was going to say Fugly or Nafly. But now I can't remember. If I might be just thinking it's amazing anyway.
Bomb spotted there by Freeman. He's eventually going to go down to the Molotov, thrown by MiTH. All in all, though, it's not been an entirely unsuccessful round here for MiTH. If Soaking doesn't check to his left and gets taken down by Ginny,
Oh,
could definitely be a problematic time. Luckily, gets saved by the grenade. In the end, Soaking will get the kill on his cigarettes as well. So that's 14 up for FlashGaming.
Yep.
Okay, not a bad round, I guess, for MiTH because they get the bomb down, but
well, not enough kills
they
really.
don't have enough time in this to be getting good
close.
enough rounds.
Yeah, that's right.
They
And
need
FlashGaming's got 2 guys alive, and they need to kill all 5 really to have any effect on the economy for FlashGaming. So Freeman now is a bit broke. Summer, attacker, sure, but Lovey and Zerking will be able to buy for days. Well, buy for the rest of the game probably. So a lot of pressure on MiTH right now, and Summer's had a lot of free reign over here towards A. They haven't been able to do anything to stop it really. PTC's the man though. He'll be the one to put an end to it hopefully. But instead, just as I say that,
Absolutely not.
Yikes. Okay, Freeman, show us what you've got, mate. Boom, get shut down.
Not a lot.
Well, now it's looking like an opportunity here for MiTH.
Well, for Viper Demon, really, if he's able to get something done. But Ginny is going to go down before anything happens, and that is the bomb spotted. Viper Demon, a 1-for-1, probably not good enough in that scenario. Needed some more. Because the bomb is in such an awkward position for cigarettes, it's going to allow FlashGaming to rotate across.
Well, a minute left on the
decided
clock.
not to.
A minute left on the clock, Jordan. What do you think? He was pretty clutch in, what was it?
Signature.
Signature, yeah. So, I don't know. I wouldn't want to roll him out, but
I just feel like the way that this game has been going for MiTH.
that red line. Oh, those stickers. What
Do
a
you like
combo.
the red line?
I have a red line, you know that?
Do I?
No, you don't. But I do.
I have that one with the yellow, and it's black, but it's got yellow, like red line, but it's not.
Fuel injected? Black? What the hell are you saying? A black AK with
It's
yellow.
grey AK, really. Grey AK.
Make up your mind. Well, is it black?
Same colour.
Is it grey?
It's just a different shade.
Don't even start. You're banned. I'm not having this discussion with you anymore.
I don't care.
Really let yourself down there. Well, Cigarettes is in the site, and Summer, well, / Fancy.
He doesn't have time now, does he?
Well,
He's cooked it.
Now he doesn't have time.
He's not got it in time.
That was a valiant effort there from Cigarettes.
Bad luck. 15-5. Money, I guess, could be worse for MiTH. They're still in with a chance, Ian.
Are they?
And you're in with a chance of guessing what my AK skin is.
I'm sorry. Are you saying it's grey with a yellow line?
Yeah.
Is it an elite build or something?
Yes!
That's terrible, dude. You're banned.
Well, how's that terrible? You got it on the second try.
MC is shaking his head. I just had to think like...
What's wrong with you guys?
I just had to put myself into like a LOL player's mindset.
Whatever, mate. This push from MiTH is not going to go well at all. Freeman, oh, he just mows them all down, and that's going to be the map over. Absolutely wrecked. That final round. Like, I mean, what else is going to happen, I guess,
I would
when
say,
you run through a smoke?
I would say you were being a little bit savage, but it was.
It was, what, 16-5. Unfortunate for MiTH that they're not able to get too much going there, but that was what happens when you go up against FlashGaming on their own map pick. FlashGaming is generally one of the best teams in the Asian region.
Well, yeah, they're like...
And MiTH is a team that came through from the Open Qualifiers.
Consistently second best in China, I think it's safe to say.
In China, yes. I would say top 3 in Asia. Depends how MVP are feeling on their given day.
Yeah, true.
Same for Boot Dreamscape. They can kind of challenge them as well.
Well, Boot's having a stinker so far.
So far this competition.
I mean, I say that, but every game was almost a dead
16-13,
rubber.
16-14, 16-14. So, yeah, very, very close for Boot Dreamscape in their losses. But anyway, that was the expected result. Obviously, MiTH got the free win over Tyloo because of the forfeit. Could have definitely been a different scenario had Tyloo been the one through against FlashGaming. But we'll find out how things are going to go, obviously, in the second map. We're going to head to a quick break, guys, but we'll be back. And hopefully MiTH is going to be able to show us something on their own map pick.